Chapel Central, located on West Gordon Avenue in Wilmer. Phone 235-2151.
20 minutes before 8 o'clock, winds out of the east-southeast at 5, the current temperature 32 degrees. A small Minnesota-bound plane crashed in central Wisconsin yesterday, killing 1 and injuring 2. MNN's Annette Weston has more.
A 182 four-seater was headed to Litchfield after taking off in Michigan when its wings iced over and the pilot was forced to make an emergency landing. The plane clipped some trees and ended up in a ditch near Ford, Wisconsin. The pilot and 1 passenger were hospitalized and are expected to recover, but a second passenger died at the scene. The Federal Aviation Administration investigation is underway. The names of those involved have not yet been released. I'm Annette Weston.
The Minnesota Department of Transportation encourages area residents, business owners, and others to attend an open house today to learn more about plans to expand Highway 23 to 4 lanes from New London to Paynesville. The open house will be held from 4 till 6 p.m. at the Roseville Township Hall in Howick. Attendees will be able to learn about the environmental review findings to date, view the alignment alternatives, and ask questions directly of MnDOT project staff. There will be no formal presentation. MnDOT's Suzanne Karnowski says right now they're in the environmental review portion of the project. The cost to build a 4-lane from New London to Paynesville is about $50 to $70 million, and Karnowski says Governor Dayton yesterday proposed funding the actual construction.
And the Paynesville segment was one of them as a potential project if we were to get more funding. So we'd be looking towards programs like that to help us out, to help build this into the future.
If you can't make it to the open house, MnDOT can try to answer your questions at 231-5195. St. Cloud will not be joining the list of communities in Minnesota with a moratorium on medical cannabis facilities. The Bloomington City Council voted last night on a 1-year delay, but St. Cloud Mayor Dave Kleis says the legislature already had that debate. Kleis says the city has no other role than making sure the facility meets zoning requirements as any other business would have to do. St. Cloud has been selected as the site for one of 8 medical cannabis dispensaries in the state, which will open July 1st. Mayor Kleis says the city took a position of neutrality on the law. We'll take a break. More news coming up right after this.
This is John of J.D. Krebs Financial Group. Does a recent surge in stock prices have you wondering about your investments? Have you entrusted the management of your money to someone who is managing the risk of your investments full-time? If you'd like a second opinion from an independent financial advisory firm, please call us today at 235-8065.
Securities investment advisory services offered through SagePoint Financial Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. J.D. Krebs Financial Group Incorporated is not affiliated with SagePoint Financial.
A slight uptick at the gas pumps in Minnesota. The statewide average for a gallon of regular unleaded rose a nickel overnight to $1.99. That's still 18 cents lower than we were paying 1 month ago and 4 cents lower than the national average of $2.03 a gallon. The cheapest gas in Minnesota is $1.79 in Moorhead and Eagan. Several stations in the Twin Cities are charging $2.09 a gallon today. A man from Nashwauk has pleaded guilty to financially exploiting his uncle who was incapacitated with dementia from 2007 until the man's death in 2011. It's expected 55-year-old Patrick Pachia will be sentenced to 6 years in prison, but that sentence will be stayed if he serves a year in jail, pays over $871,000 in restitution, and fulfills other conditions of 20 years of supervised probation. A sentencing hearing is March 16th. Police say a 13-year-old Eagan boy killed Sunday died while playing a game of cops and robbers. According to investigators, he was shot in the chest by his 15-year-old brother. Police say the boys found their father's 9mm pistol. The 15-year-old initially told 911 his brother was running with a knife and fell on it, but confessed to the shooting when officers arrived. And Chris Adams from Wilmer found the Spicer Winterfest medallion yesterday morning. It was hidden at the Spicer Fire Hall inside the bell. Chris won $500. Congratulations, Chris. I'm J.P. Cola, News Talk 1340 and 96.3 FM KWLM.